I did attribute the communication course to my success when walking into a room full of producers and I could look at them in the eye and go, how are you? You know, I mean, like I really did believe that I had one up on everybody because I had this Scientology thing.
In groups that prioritize proselytizing, and so they intensively train their members to be able to present their theology, to introduce and persuade in sort of salesman-type tactics, it's not surprising that these people then are able to take those skill sets and translate it into being capable in positions where they have to speak to other people. You know, people who are raised Mormon are regularly asked to stand up in front of their congregation and to give talks on certain subjects, and this gives them an experience and a skill set in preparing a lecture, in being able to present it, in overcoming shyness. That's just the first phase, though. Young men and young women now more frequently are then sent on a mission for 2 years, and there they get a lot of experience in approaching strangers, in talking about things that people don't really feel comfortable talking about, religion, and in being persuasive and being able to try to relate to people. Missionaries are taught really to be very congenial and to be very approachable, and they develop a skill set where they can go up to strangers and just feel right at home talking to them in a way that people who have not had that type of intensive training in that type of activity are not able to do. So she's talking about how her experience in the communication courses in Scientology helped her in her career, and especially Mormons who've been on a mission, find that same sort of effect in their own lives. Now, this can take a role in something called LoveBombing, which you'll find almost universally in any of these groups. When somebody is first approached to go to a meeting, to attend a conference, a lot of people are going to come out of the woodworks and really greet them, make them feel at home, get to know them, and it can be a very pleasant experience as an investigator, as somebody who's maybe had some difficult times, maybe has not had as many friends, and you go to a meeting and suddenly all of these people who are outgoing and seem to be completely uninhibited at getting to know you, they seem to be very genuinely interested in you. If you don't know that they have been systematically trained to do that specifically to help you feel welcome so that you want to be there, then it can feel like you've found a community that is really unique and really special. And in Mormonism, that attitude, when they say Mormons are friendly, that is a very orchestrated, specific thing that has been injected into the culture with the concept of every Mormon a missionary.
Fellowshipping of the investigator should begin well before baptism. Fellowshipping, friendshipping, and reactivating are ongoing in the daily life of a Latter-day Saint. During that meeting, I noticed that in the throng were many who were wearing a white carnation. I said to Leopoldo, "What is the significance of the white carnation?" He said, "Oh, those are new members. We provide a white carnation to every member who has been baptized since our last district conference. Then all the members and all the missionaries know that these people are especially to be fellowshipped." I watched those new members being embraced, being greeted, being spoken to. They were no more strangers nor foreigners. They were fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of God.
And I'm going to point you to an article on the Thoughts on Things and Stuff blog called "Why Are Mormons So Friendly?" that looks at some of the training material that people have been given in the past that really lays out a very methodical, strategic approach towards friendshipping, which uses these presentation skills, these skills that people really hone on their mission in order to attract and retain people who are first introduced to the church.